All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Seattle Seahawks in tonight's video because you guys just won 34-14 on the road against the Atlanta Falcons, led by Captain Kirk Cousins. The Seahawks team, folks, we're about to rant right here real quick because I have so much belief in the Seahawks team. Whether it's this season, whether it's next season, whether it's 5 years down the line, I don't really care. I assume Geno Smith, when Seattle wins their next Super Bowl, yeah, whatever. I assume Geno probably won't be the starting quarterback. That's what everyone loves to say. I don't really give a rat's freaking ass. The Seahawks have lost 3 straight games up until this afternoon. You lost to the Detroit Lions on the road, you lost to San Francisco, and sandwiched in between was, truthfully, a horrible loss against the New York Giants. But what a lot of people don't understand is the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers are two of the best teams in the NFC. Now, I get it. When I say that out loud, I get it. San Francisco, technically, I think they're like 3-4 now, but Detroit, clear, obvious Super Bowl candidate. Detroit versus San Francisco was the conference championship in the NFC division, or conference, I should say, last season. But with such a young team, with a brand new rookie head coach, but specifically a really, really young defensive squad, we're not losing our minds after 3 straight losses. It's something that can't happen again, but it's something that did happen, and we have to learn how to live with that and what to do next. And so Seattle retaliates, and they put up 34 points against the red-hot Atlanta Falcons, once again led by one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL and Captain Kirk Cousins. So yeah, welcome back to the channel. We're talking about the Seattle Seahawks. Hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. We post at least 2 Seahawks videos every single week. Seahawks fans, if we could try and get this video to 400 likes, folks, that would mean the absolute world to me. So Seattle sitting here at 4-3. If we check our notes really quick, Kansas City took down San Francisco earlier today. So even though you guys lost to them like 10 or so days ago, yeah, the Seattle Seahawks, check the NFC West division and tell me who that leader is right now. Geno Smith, 18-28, 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Folks, don't let that stat line fool you. Seattle was in control for this entire football game. You're leading 3-0 after the first quarter. You're leading 17-7 after the first half. And you put up 10 unanswered points in the fourth quarter to seal the deal and take down this victory. Julian Love with beautiful interception. Kobe Bryant with a beautiful interception. They had 3 forced turnovers in the fourth quarter alone. So the whole thing, with my opinion, with Seattle is it's more of a long-term plan, right? Because you just shifted your philosophy to more defensive oriented with Mike Macdonald as your brand new head coach. We saw 3 beautiful defensive games in the first 3 games, and then we saw 3 kind of putrid defensive performances, but a lot of that has to do with injuries to the entire freaking defense. But the point still stands. When you zoom out of the chart, folks, this Seattle Seahawks team is extremely talented. They really are. I said all week, we've said all season, just hand the freaking ball off to Kenneth Walker. Hand the freaking ball off. This guy should not have 14 carries. And he had 14 carries once again this afternoon, but it was 14 carries for 69 yards and a touchdown. Zach Charbonnet finally getting going a little bit as far as carries goes, but as far as actual results, nothing really there. 8 carries, 19 yards for Zach Charbonnet. But as a team, the Seattle Seahawks ran the ball 26 times for 103 yards and a touchdown, averaging only 4 yards per carry, but the point still stands. Dude, I had Kenneth Walker, Ken Walker, Zach Charbonnet as my running back 1 and my running back 2. Give them a damn ball. Give them the damn ball. I don't care if Ken's running for 150. I don't care if he's running for 50 or somewhere in between. Hand him the damn football, because good things are going to come. And we saw that this afternoon in the run game, but we also saw it in the passing game. Ken Walker caught 2 catches for 24 yards, and that beautiful touchdown thrown by Mr. Geno Smith. DK Metcalf, while he did get banged up, we don't have an official injury update on this at this current time of recording, but 4 catches, 99 yards, and a touchdown. Noah Fant, 4 catches, 65 yards. Tyler Lockett, Mr. Consistent, 4 catches, 45 yards. One thing I do want to see, and I think I've been saying this since he got drafted, let's see some more JSN. Let's just see some more. This afternoon, he had 6 targets, but he only had 3 catches for 9 total yards this afternoon. So moving forward down the line, let's talk about this defense. Julian Love, unbelievable, game clinching interception. And then, to be honest with you, Kobe Bryant with the actual game clinching interception. This defense was all over. They were all over. And keep in mind, man, Atlanta's got one of the better offensive lines in the National Football League. They took down Kirk Cousins 3 times. They had 2 total interceptions. They had a forced fumble and the strip sack from Boye Mafe, who Derek Hall recovered and brought it back for a touchdown. It's just crazy to me, man. They had forced just 4 turnovers entering this football game, one of the lowest totals in the entire NFL, which is just crazy when you look at this defense on paper. It's like, how's that a thing? The defense pretty much matched that number with 3 total turnovers in the final 15 minutes of this past Sunday's game. Seattle had 9 quarterback hits. They had 3 total sacks on Mr. Kirk Cousins. Rashawn Jenkins hit the injured reserve. You're also without Trey Brown. You're without Reek Woolen. And you're also without Artie Burns. So this secondary stepped the F up. Folks, in the second half alone, Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier, arguably a top 3 running back duo in the NFL, they combined for just 22 yards on 11 carries in the second half, all right? Now, holding a lead throughout the entire game, the Seattle Seahawks. Geno Smith, 32 dropbacks. That's the fewest he's had since week 1. Keep in mind, man, we're in week 7. He had a season-low 10 dropbacks in the second half. He attempted just 2 attempts in the fourth quarter passing-wise. Seattle obviously would have liked to have a little bit more than 19 yards on 7 total carries in the fourth quarter, so it wasn't a perfect game. Although that score kind of, you look at that score, you're looking at 34-14 road victory against the red-hot Atlanta Kirk Cousins-led Falcons. Yeah, I'm going to take that. So my point just is with the Seattle team, you're making the playoffs. This division is very much up in hands. You can easily win this division here, but my point is, when you look at the Seattle team, it's more of a long-term vision, especially defensively. And that's what we saw today. And that's what you're going to see, folks, for the rest of the season. But nonetheless, this was a huge win for the Seattle organization. Thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button. Hit that sub button for daily NFL content. Guys, give me your thoughts on the Seattle game down below. We'll see you in a couple of days. Peace.